This lens, it is very compact. It is one of the most compact lenses for Fujifilm. It is tiny and light as a pancake Fujifilm lens, and it covers a great field of view, the 50mm field of view. So let's talk about this now. Hi there, Tudor Matescu here. In this video I want to share with you my excitement regarding this small little tiny pancake-ish lens, fully metal build. So the first time that I've opened the box, I was thinking, wow, this, I think it will replace my 27mm f2.8. It's not the same field of view, it is the 35mm field of view, f1.8 Mark II TTARTISAN lens. But this was my first thought. This lens, it is as compact as the pancake lens from Fujifilm. Of course, it's not as pancake-ish as the Fujifilm lens, but it's almost there. So very light and metal build. So I've took this lens and decided to use it for street photography and for everyday photography. This lens, how I've said, it is the Mark II lens from TTARTISAN, and I will address how this lens is improving the first generation. So first of all, let's discuss about build quality of this lens. Well, it's a simple lens, fully metal build, and also you have an USB-C port in the cap so you can update the lens. You do not have an aperture ring, and for some Fujifilm users this might be important, but this lens is not available just for Fujifilm. It's also available for Nikon Z and also for Sony E-mount. So if you have another APS-C camera, this lens will be compatible. So anyway, I don't think we need to talk too much regarding build quality. It's feeling sturdy, it's feeling good. It's not feeling like a cheap plastic budget lens, even if the price is a bargain price. So regarding build quality, very good build quality, and I really like this at TTARTISAN lenses. Now, the lens hood, it is made from plastic, and yes, it's not feeling premium, it's feeling like a budget lens hood, but overall it's keeping the form compact and very nice. I'm really liking this implementation of a square hood and of a rose petal hood. So I'm really liking this, and it's doing the job very well. So overall, good build quality. I have nothing to complain, and I really like the fact that this lens it's made from metal and not plastic, and it's keeping the size and weight light. Very important. Now let's talk about the improvements of this lens compared to the Mark I lens. First of all, I feel that the AF in single mode, it is faster and more accurate, especially with the latest firmware update from X-T50. Next, you have a better minimum to focus distance. The minimum focus distance, it is 0.4 meters. So this means that you will not be bothered regarding the minimum focus distance. The Mark I version had 0.6 meters, I think, minimum focus distance, a deal breaker for many shooters. But this has 0.4 meters. It could be better, of course, it could be better, but I will treat and judge this lens as a pancake bargain lens. So looking from this perspective at this lens, I feel that it's very okay. Now, you have an f1.8 aperture, and this is great for APS-C sensors, especially for Fujifilm. I've always said that f2 aperture from the Fujicrons, it's at the limit regarding low light shooting capabilities. But f1.8, very okay. So, how this f1.8 is rendering portraits and autofocusing backgrounds. I feel that the portraits are looking very good. The autofocus background, it's very nice, very smooth, pleasingly smooth, and you have some 3D pop there. You have the TTARTISAN 3D pop, I would say. I was able to see that TTARTISAN 3D pop also on the 27mm f2.8 TTARTISAN lens. So I'm feeling that 3D pop. It's a good 3D pop, it's not a good 3D pop. For a bargain lens, for a pancake lens, I think that you are pretty okay with that 3D pop. You do not have 3D pop with the 27mm f2.8. Yes, the image, it may be blunt and sharp and anyway blunt, but this you have 3D pop. And yes, you have a downside. You have some vignetting, visible vignetting, depending on the aperture. But the vignetting, it is there, and depending on what you shoot, it could affect your image. So have that in mind. So you win a 3D pop with f1.8, but you lose a little at the vignetting. It really depends on what you want to shoot. This, I would not call it a landscape lens. I would call it a documentary lens and an everyday lens, a portraiture lens. Because if you have a vignetting when you are doing a portrait, this will not disturb you. When you do street photography in the city, it will not disturb you. But if you are doing landscape photography, architectural photography, where you have a clear sky, the vignetting will be visible. And you need to correct, yes, the vignetting in the raw files. But for everyday shooting, portrait, documentary photography, street photography especially, I would have no worries regarding the vignetting. Now, another problem that the Mark I lens had, it was the flare. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. But I liked that crazy flare with the 3D pop from the first lens, with the sharpness. You could get some interesting magic-like results. Now, this lens doesn't have the same flare. The flare, it is better and much better controlled than the Mark I version. But yes, you still have flare that it can be worse than a Fujifilm lens. But overall, I feel that this flare, it's not disturbing. Also, you have the lens hood, and overall, I feel the flare, it is okay controlled for a pancake lens. Remember that also the Fujifilm lens has a very strong flare, and it's a Fujifilm lens. So in conclusion, for who is this lens? Well, I feel that this lens, it is ideal for someone who wants a very compact 50mm body and lens camera. So if you have an XM5, I think this lens it's ideal. Also, this lens it's ideal if you want a metal build lens. For some people it's important, for others it's not important. For me, a metal build lens, it's important. It's very important. Yes, I can get nice results and maybe better results with a plastic lens, but I do not have the mojo with a plastic lens that I have with a metal build lens. It's another story to feel that metal, to feel the build quality when you are going out and shoot. The sturdiness of the metal, the build quality, it's another story. It's really inviting you to pick it up and shoot it. And this was one of the reasons that I do like the 27mm f2.8. Not because of the results, but because it is metal. And yes, it matters for me. I can get better results with a plastic lens, but a better build quality, it's really helping me take the camera and go out. So yes, for me, design and form matters a lot. So if you are like this and you like metal lenses that are small, compact, and you like to shoot a 50mm lens, I feel this is one of the best pancake-ish lens out there for Fujifilm. You'll really enjoy it, and the results are very, very good regarding portraits, regarding that 3D pop, and regarding rendering of the autofocusing areas. Other than that, what is great about this lens, I feel that this is the cheapest lens in the 35mm lineup. So this lens, it's very small, metal build, 3D pop, and you can get it at a bargain price. So overall, a good lens from TTARTISAN. And if you are liking content like this, please subscribe to my newsletter, link in the comments and description. Use my affiliate links if you want to buy something from Amazon and from the gear and lenses that I'm using. And also please be sure to check the next video. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.